What's going on, guys? Justin here with the Podcast Dojo. So today on Abandoned Locations, we will be going to Euclid Square Mall by request of Izzy Kitty 2001. So before we begin, I have a few things I need to get out of the way. So here's a list of abandoned videos I'm going to do. I will do a request followed by one I want to do and repeat the process. I also did another video talking about what to do when requesting me to do a video. There's a link in the description. I'm definitely going to try to get these out of the way by doing one a week. I'm moving at the end of April, so that will take some time away. Plus, I'm pre-recording Cooking Dojo videos for August, but rest assured, I will still work hard to get these abandoned videos out. With that out of the way, let's head over to Euclid, Ohio. Euclid Square Mall opened in March of 1977 by Jacobs Viscani and Jacobs Company with 92 stores and 2 anchor stores, Higbee's and the May Company. Euclid Square Mall was also owned some outer stores too, including Toys R Us, Red Lobster, Dollar Bank, and Stop and Shop grocery store, as well as another bank. Something interesting about this mall is that there was never a food court. They had places such as Arby's and Burger King, but they were spread out throughout the mall rather than all in one place. From what I researched in doing these videos, I feel as though the idea of a food court was more a late 80s, early 90s thing. But even still, most malls did renovations to make a food court. The first anchor to leave was Higbee's, which was replaced by Dillard's in 1992. May Company consolidated into their parent company, which was Kaufmann's, and Kaufmann's took the place of May Company in 1993. Now, if you want my take on it, I think this mall was doomed from the start. On top of having no food court, there were 2 other malls that were very close by. Great Lakes Mall, about 10 miles in the east, and Richmond Mall, which was about only 4 miles south. But here's where the real trouble started. In 1997, Richmond Mall planned to open a Kaufmann's, which started rumors that the one in Euclid Square Mall was leaving to go to Richmond. But the rumors proved to be true. Kaufmann's moved to Euclid Square Mall to Richmond in 1998. In 1998, Euclid Square Mall was bought by Zamias Entertainment of Pennsylvania from the owners at the time, Metropolitan Life Insurance. Of course, by the time Zamias took over, it was already a dying mall. Most would even say Kaufmann's leaving was the beginning of the end. Zamias had plans to redevelop the mall and even included a few plans such as turning it into a power center. Dillard's became an outlet store in 2002 and reduced to only 1 floor. In 2004, Outlets USA took over the old Kaufmann's location, which was a collection of outlet vendors. They were only around for about 2 years before the mall owners decided Outlets USA didn't mesh well with the other tenants. Dillard's closed in 2013 when their lease was up. Dollar Bank was demolished in 2014, but the other outer stores around it are completely abandoned. On September 19, 2016, the mall closed down, but was not completely abandoned. There's just no active stores. It's just not abandoned because there's 24 churches inside. That's crazy. That is one sign the mall is not doing well, as this happened at Rolling Acres and Randall Park Mall. Although nowhere near that many churches with those 2. But still, churches showing up meant the mall was not doing well. In fact, if you're in the area when church is in sessions, you can just walk right in the mall. Of course, don't expect to do any shopping because there are no stores. I heard that one of the reasons the mall is closed for safety violations, however, I could not find any specifics on what those safety violations were. You guys know what time it is. It's what if scenario time. So in this scenario, we're going to say what if the mall had a food court. Rather than having restaurants spread throughout the mall, we have one decent-sized food court. I think this would make things better, but not necessarily the saving grace the mall needed. Here's how I think it makes things better. I think that people from off the streets would stop in for lunch or early dinner, even if they didn't plan to shop. It's not following me? Well, if not, here's an example. I don't really go to malls all too much just because, well, I'm not really a shopping person. But sometimes if I'm in the area and need to get some lunch or dinner, I may stop in at the local mall's food court to get something to eat. If I'm with a large group of friends and everyone is indecisive about what they want to eat, well, everyone can just separate, buy what they want to eat, and meet up in the eating area of the food court. So maybe the same thing could happen here, especially when all those churches let out. Just think about the business it could bring in. However, those food places may not survive if the mall really did close because of safety violations. But all in all, I think this mall's ultimate downfall was other malls were too close to them in distance. Anchor stores leaving plus outlet stores. Not that I necessarily have anything against outlet stores, but it can give the impression that the mall is not doing very well. Plus, I'm sure the abandoned businesses around it, I'm sure, just didn't give off a good vibe. Well, that was Euclid Square Mall. Thank you so much, Izzy Kitty, for suggesting this. This was a very interesting topic. So, be sure to leave a rating if you enjoyed this, comment, subscribe, and also I put one of my comics on YouTube. I will put an annotation on the screen. If you could check that out, give me some feedback, that'd be wonderful. But either way, thank you for stopping by and watching this video. See you next time.